Hi guys, my name is Michael and I'm a Bitcoin miner working with cryptocurrency for the past 2.5 years, and for the past 1.5 years I've been crypto miner or Bitcoin miner actually. So this is actually something that is really interesting, because when I look at these groups, these different groups, I see a lot of potential good companies in here, but I also see a lot of scammers. And the scammers is distinguished with what do we call it, trademark, that they try to get your money right now, saying you can make money in 24 hours, you will have a Bitcoin and things like that. Now, I think that is very, very sad, because Bitcoin and mining is a very lucrative business if you look at it long term. This is not something that you're going to do overnight. This is something you're going to do for a long time in the future. And I hope that some people really do this right, because they are going to make a lot of money, and they might even have the opportunity to make a living out of it. And I will really appreciate that. I think that's good. Now, sorry, but my main focus, my main job is to educate people, to help people understand what Bitcoin is and how to get into Bitcoin and even get into mining, because this is a business that is for everybody. Everybody who wants it, everybody who can see the opportunity in Bitcoin will have a day in this. So let me just show what Bitcoin really is, and I'll just share my screen, 2 seconds. Let's see here. This is the first chart of Bitcoin, if you can say it like that. This shows the entire time of Bitcoin. What has happened with Bitcoin since the beginning of January 9. Actually, it started not away, but a bit earlier than this. So in the beginning, Bitcoin had no value, nothing at all. Then in 10, there was just a little spike up. It's here. 0.063. That was when we had the, what's going on with my camera? That's when we had the situation with the pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. This was about this time. So here Bitcoin began to gain value, slightly value, but when it came up here, $14, people would think, whoa, this is crazy. And then it dropped again, all the way down to 2, you can see it here, 2.2, where was it? 2.29. So this was a huge jump and a big fall. It dropped 7 times, more or less 7 times at this point. Okay, it did it again in 13. Here we had a jump up to $142. And then it dropped again way down to 76, 50% off, more or less. And again here in 14, 1120, and we had a drop all the way down to 270. This is crazy jumps and falls, but it happens through all the time. This is what Bitcoin is all about. But these spikes are nothing compared to this spike, of course. But this spike and the drop from this spike is not as huge as these are. So if you're looking at the percentage on it, this and the one down here were way, way bigger than this one is. But this is just about more money. So we're going to see this throughout time. It will happen to Bitcoin again and again and again. So whenever we are here, it's a good time to get into mining if you're not in. And right now is actually the best time you can do it right now. If you wait, you will be too late. So this is time. And why do I say this? Because on the 25th of May next year, not 2019, but 2020, it will halve the earnings in Bitcoin. Because the miners get a reward every time they close a block. And the block reward is 12.5 Bitcoin right now. That means that we are mining 1,800 Bitcoins every 24 hours. and we close a block every 10 minutes. That's 144 blocks every 24 hours. Now, when we come to May 25th next year, it will be $900 every 24 hours. We're still closing the same amount of blocks, but the reward per block is only 6.25 Bitcoin. In our company, this is shared between all the participants, all the partners, all the associates, equally, depending on how many shares you have. Because you don't have to buy an Antminer S9, which is the one we use right now, to be into this. You can just purchase a share in the pool and get in. This is so easy. They handle everything for you. You just buy the share and you're in. You can buy all the shares you want and you will have the same amount of money, the same amount of Bitcoin per share as everybody else. No one is getting more than anyone else. No one. So I would suggest you get into mining. But let me just show what I mean with those who says they give you a Bitcoin in 24 hours. If you go to data and go to charts, which I've just done, and you scroll down to this hash rate distribution, and you open this. Now I will take it for the past 4 days. The companies in here are all legit mining companies because blockchain, this website is open source to anybody. Anybody can go in and see everything. Anybody can go in and have a wallet in here, a free wallet. It costs you nothing to get it. And then you can start having Bitcoin in your account. Now there's a pool here called Unknown. This is the pool where all the participants here are testing new equipment that they don't want to show anybody else they have, but they want to see how good it functions. So they are testing it here. We're doing the same. And I'm not going to tell you which company I'm working with because this video was not to a sales pitch to you. This was just to show you what Bitcoin is. But if the company that you are about to get into are not shown on this list, they are not mining Bitcoin. I'm sorry to say, but they're not mining Bitcoin. So I wouldn't do it. And anybody who says, oh, you can trade with us and you can get 140% in 1 hour or 1 day or 4 days or whatever, don't trust it. It's not possible right now. I'm sorry, guys, it's not possible. But here you can see all the companies that's actually here. You can see how much they mine. You can see how many blocks they have closed. And if you calculate this and multiply the 114 with 12.5 Bitcoins, it's easier with this one. That's 98. That's something around 1,250 Bitcoins they have made. They are actually made exactly 1,225 Bitcoins the past 4 days, this company. Now, we are expanding our company. So we're going to be here in the top 3 within this year. This is our main goal, to be in the top 3. So maybe even be the biggest one. We are aiming for this, no doubt, but we're going to be here. So this means that 1,225 Bitcoins, if we had mined that, that would be, let's just take the calculator up. See, 1,225 times 12.5 Bitcoin, that would be, no, that's not correct. Sorry, guys. It was 1,225 Bitcoins times 3,450 US dollar per Bitcoin. That's $4.2 million we have mined the past 4 days. If this was ours, it's not. But if it was ours, we have done that. And 4 million in just 4 days, that's incredible. And this is what we're aiming for. So for you to be a part of our mining facility, or just be a any mining facility, I don't care. But if you get into mining, it's about time to do it now, because right now, until the 25th of May, you will have a small price and a large volume of Bitcoin. But when we get beyond the 25th of May, the price will no doubt increase. And that means that you will have a small amount of Bitcoin to a large price. So which one do you prefer? I prefer the first one. And that's why I'll put everything I can into mining. because this gives me the opportunity to mine long term, make sure that I have a steady income in mining long term. Now, my own calculation says that in 5 to 6 years, I will have enough to support my family for the rest of my life, every single month in mining, because I've made the choice now to get into mining. Actually, I made it 1.5 years ago, but I've done it. And 5 to 6 years, this will be what we live off, entirely only mining, because I can see the future in mining. I can see the prospect in Bitcoin mining. Now, I'd like to educate you about this. I'd like to help you get into mining. So I will urge you to do what a lot of other people have done, and that is connect. Connect with me, get in contact. Make sure that you really want this and you want to get educated about how to do it, and I will show you. Without any further ado, I will say thanks for your time, and I hope you got a little bit more knowledge about Bitcoin, and by that you are able to take care of yourself with the scammers out there, and make sure that your money is safe. Have a great Sunday, everybody, and connect if you want to talk. See ya.